Good morning, friends. Today's topic is atomic bonding and crystal structure. So, for the topic, this is part 1 video. So, in that part 1 video, we can take some points. The part 1 video's points are introduction, classification of materials, atomic structure, isotope, and space lattice. So, we can go through one by one. So, first point is introduction. The properties of any materials are highly depend on the type of bond between the atoms and the arrangement of atoms in the unit cell of a lattice in the crystal. The most of the solid materials are either crystalline or non-crystalline in nature. Many mechanical properties such as strength, ductility, and hardness depend upon the geometry of the crystal. How the atoms are arranged in the unit cell, which is repeated orderly in a three-dimensional structure, is called as lattice. Unit cells are of different shapes such as cubic, hexagonal, and tetragonal, and the arrangement of atoms in a unit cell plays the most important part of deciding the properties of solids. Classification of materials. Now these materials are for mostly classified into two categories, crystalline and non-crystalline. In crystalline, mostly metals are comes under this category. Such examples are coppers, zinc, aluminum, iron, chromium, and so on. Under the non-crystalline, the non-metals are comes. Examples are wood, plastic, and paper. Crystalline solids have periodically repeated arrangement of atoms are further classified as monocrystalline, that is single crystal. Second one is as polycrystalline. Most of the materials in engineering applications are polycrystalline, while monocrystalline material which has single crystal such as single crystal of quartz is used in producing ultrasonic waves, and a single crystal of silicon is employed in making semiconductor strain gauge or is used in electronic microcircuit. So the smallest visible part of a material is made up of large number of crystals. The crystals are of different shapes and sizes, are separated by grain boundaries. So in that we can show figure A. These are the separated by the grain boundaries. These crystals are randomly oriented. Each crystal is composed of basic structural element called as unit cell. So figure A and figure B we can shows as a crystal and unit cell. So in figure C, the atomic structure consists of nucleus, that is containing protons and neutrons. These are surrounded by oscillating electrons in orbit. So it should be shown in figure C. So in figure D shows a visible part of solids when we can see under a microstructure crystals or grains separated by grain boundaries can be observed. So this is the grain boundaries. So this is the crystal or we call as grains. So this is a crystalline graphical planes. So this is crystalline graphical planes. So the crystals are randomly oriented as shown by random orientation of crystallographic plane in the crystal. Next topic is atomic structure. The nucleus of an atom contain protons and neutrons, and it is surrounded by electron moving in orbits. Both electrons and protons are electrical charge. We consider as electron as negative sign and protons are positive signs. The values of electrical charge of electron is minus 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulombs, and for protons positive 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulombs. Both protons and neutrons in the nucleus have approximately the same mass, that is 1.67 into 10 raised to minus 27 kg, but the mass of one electron is approximately 9.11 into 10 raised to minus 31 kg. The number of protons present in the nuclei gives the atomic number we denoted as Z, which is equal to the number of electrons. So Z is equal to 1 for hydrogen, Z is equal to 84 for plutonium, the element with highest atomic number. The mass of one atom is equal to sum of the masses of protons and neutrons. The formula is A is equal to Z plus N. Next point is isotope. The number of protons present remains the same for all atoms of a given element. The number of neutrons may vary. The atoms of the same element having two or more different atomic masses are called as isotopes. The atomic weight of an element corresponds to the weighted average of the atomic masses of the naturally occurring isotopes of the atoms. Space lattice. Space lattice is defined as an infinite array of points in three-dimensional space in which each point is identically located with respect to the other point. A study of space lattice is helpful in understanding the crystal structure of the existing materials. So in that figure, we can show in figure A is two-dimensional array. So in that two-dimensional array, if you are having as a square array, so it should be having the values, or it should be we call as A plus B. If it is in a rectangular array, so it should be A minus B. So figure B, it should be shows a three-dimensional space lattice, and figure C, it will be shows a three-dimensional unit cell. So in that, so this A, B, and C, these are these vectors of that geometry. So this is part 1 video of that topic of atomic bonding and crystal structure. So in part 2 video, we can learn the some following points such as Bravais crystal structure, SC structure, BCC structure, FCC structure, and HCP structure. So please like this part 1 video and subscribe the channel for the next upcoming videos. Thank you.